Here we go then, we are rolling out at my first ever National B circuit race. We're down at Mountbatten for the Amiga circuit race, and unfortunately I don't have any onboard footage, but I thought it'd be a shame not to show you the race, the footage that the wife caught and Lee caught, just to show you my experience of my first hit out in a National B race and an E123, what I went through, how the race unfolded. And I'm not gonna lie, it was a massive learning curve for me. Not just because of the pace and the surges, it was mainly down to my lack of confidence. I'm gonna put it straight out there. Going into this race, I was super nervous. There's a couple of guys already going off the front, as you can see there. I had absolutely zero confidence in my ability, my power, and it really showed in the way I raced. And I just didn't feel comfortable. As they put it, I felt like I had imposter syndrome when I was looking around at the start. But you can see here it starts to get strung out as guys start to close it down. I'm going to pause it here. You can see how far back I am now. I'm in the white helmet. The front of the race is so far away, I can't even see it. It is that far away. I didn't have the confidence to go up near the front. And as I said, I stood on the start line and I was just like, wow, should I be here? Some of these guys I've watched on YouTube racing the Tour series, and I'm up here battling against them, and I just did not have the confidence. But as you can see here, a few guys start going off the front, a couple of guys chases, and the one big difference is the peloton don't instantly shut it down. When they see it gets a little bit far, they decide to give it the ponies, and you can see here, look, it gets strung out. I'm going to pause it again. Look up, there's only 3 riders behind me, just absolutely zero confidence to go up near the front of the race. And that was my downfall more than anything, because look, when it gets strung out, you're miles behind, gaps open, I'm so far back. And I'm not going to say I didn't have the legs on this day, because I did. This is probably the best my legs have felt in a race, and I was feeling good, like physically. But as you can see, a few guys have gone off the front now, and they've got a fairly sizable gap. But as I was saying, just literally confidence was rock bottom. But just then you see guys start going off the front, other guys start going off the front, and I had a few messages from people saying like, oh, what's the step up like? And I'm going to be honest, you can see there's a group of 5 now. This big change in the step up is the surges are more aggressive, I'm not going to lie, and they go on for longer. When they decide to go, the E123s, they really do go. So anyway, you can see here, there's a big group of sort of 5 guys up the road now. 3 guys are trying to bridge over. And this is the point where I was sort of thinking, I still haven't got the confidence. But when you see sort of 10 riders go up the road, you know that break can get away. Because the thing is, look, none of us were really keen to shut it down. I wasn't, because I just didn't feel confident that I had the power. And look at the size of that group now and the gap they've got. Another big difference in the second Cat E123 races is everyone is good. Like in the Cat 3, not to put anyone down, but you can see some guys are starting to try to bridge over now. In the Cat 3, you get maybe a handful of really good riders, and the rest sort of are coming up through the ranks and getting quicker. In E123, everyone is fast. Now you can see how big that group that got away and the split in the bunch was. And there's still groups trying to bridge over, and I just didn't react because I didn't have the confidence, and more guys are coming over, and then you can see me, I'm in that back group. What happened is when them front guys got away, splits started happening. I didn't have the confidence to jump on wheels or try and bridge across, because I was sort of saying to myself, you don't have the power, you shouldn't be doing that. But you can see now, there's just riders all over the place. But guys did manage to bridge across to that front group, and you can just see us here. This was our back little group that had been dropped because we didn't have it in us to go when it mattered. I should have had the confidence to go, but I didn't. But you can see that was our group there, and this is the front group now, the front group rolling through, and once they lap us, we're allowed to jump back on. So you can see here, we're staying up on the right, letting them come through, and stupidly, we didn't jump straight on. So you can see just here, they came past us and we let a gap open stupidly. There was like 6 or 7 of us, and I thought, God, I need to just whack it across to get across to these, to get a decent race in. So you can see here, I just decided to absolutely give it the berries and jump back on the front, guys. So the rule is now that you can get back on the back of the race, which I did. This was probably about 25-30 minutes in. The gap started to open about 20 minutes, and this was really good for me. As long as you don't get in the way, anything like that, spot on. But this guy here has gone off the front solo, absolute animal. You can see he's got a bit of a gap. People are starting to think, oh, we need to shut this down. But yeah, you jump on the back. This really helped my confidence just to get in the mix, feel the surges again. I've got mad respect for this guy in orange. Absolute animal. He must have been putting out some ponies, but he went solo. Fair play. Absolute mission to get a lap solo on like 30 odd strong peloton. But you can see just here, he's coming round and he is going to lap the field. Mad respect for this man. Absolute monster. And when he lapped the field, that wasn't enough. Look, that's him on the front there. That was not enough for the man. He went straight to the front, marked every attack, and just, he started going off the front himself. I was in awe of the guy. Absolute. Look, guy's gone off the front. Who's bridging over? The guy that's already lapped the field in orange, he's bridging over. It was mental to watch. Once I'd got into the race after I'd been lapped, it was actually a really good experience to see how some of these guys were racing. Just the power, the speed, the fitness they've got to, the guy in orange, to lap the field and then go again. You can see like a group of guys went off the front here. The guy in orange is there, so they know they're not going to get a lap back on him. So everything got shut down. But we're coming into the back end of the race now. The guy in orange has got it absolutely sewn up. Like, even if someone wanted to try and go off the front, he was covering attacks and he was just putting the hurt on everyone, and it was mega to be involved in it. So it was really good just to try and build my confidence going in with 0. And partly I blame the wife. When we were on the way down, she was like, are you going to be the guy that's going round on his own? And I was like, yeah, I think so. So this is the thing. As I slowly do more of these races, I'm definitely going to build some confidence. But look how strung out it gets. And you just can't be at the back when it's this strung out. Because if gaps open, it is really hard to close down the gaps. I'm not going to lie. The speeds we're going at, we're doing, I think we averaged maybe like 48k an hour in this race. Maybe a little bit more. It is fast. So you can see them coming through. We've got 3 laps to go now. And my plan when I got back on was I just wanted to survive the rest of the race, stay with the front of it, get used to the speed. We're coming into the last lap and the boys are going to give it the absolute berries. It was full gas on this last lap, but I did pull out of the sprint because I didn't want to get in anyone's way that's racing for points. But you'll see him coming around here, absolutely whacking it, full gas, straight over the line. Absolutely mega race. The guy in orange, I think his name's Sam Clark, I might have that wrong, but an absolute monster to lap the field, then continually go off the front and just absolutely put people in the hurt locker was amazing to watch. But that was my first experience. I just wanted to share it with you guys. Unfortunately, no onboard footage or power. But for me, it was just a lack of confidence and not believing in myself and my ability that I should have been mixing with these guys. I've earned the spot to mix with these guys, but I turned up there and I was like, I'm sitting at the back. I was hiding away, shying away to going near the front, and then when the gap started to open, I was sort of sitting there thinking someone will close it for me, someone will close it for me, and it just didn't happen, and it was race over. You can't afford to race like that, and it was really an eye-opening experience. That was why I wanted to share it. Yes, the surges are way more aggressive than third cats and they last longer, but it's just a completely different style. It's going to take some getting used to, and when I am used to it, I'm sure the confidence will come up, and next season I'll be able to get in the mix with these guys. But at the moment, it's just going to be about building my confidence up and getting getting used to this different style and faster racing. But I hope you've enjoyed this little insight, and I'll catch you in the next video.